Hey guys, NCSFan001 here for another trophy list analysis video. So two in like 2 days. This is one that I knew was about to come out as well. It is The Outer Worlds, which comes out on Friday, October 25th, 2019. The game comes with 49 total trophies worth 1,140 points, 1 platinum, 1 gold, 11 silvers, and 36 bronzes. For those who don't know, this game is made by Obsidian, the developers of the best modern Fallout game, Fallout New Vegas, which they made in only 18 months versus this game they've had multiple years to make. So chances are it's going to be pretty awesome, but let's take a look at the trophy list. The Platinum Trophy is called the Outer Worlds Platinum Trophy. Very creative there. But it's actually kind of a nice little image. It's got like a coffee mug with a number 1 and a star on it. Nice. Okay, so our first gold trophy in the game. Actually, is this our only gold trophy? Yes, this is our only gold trophy. The Outer Worlds. Completed the Outer Worlds on any difficulty. So, story-related. Unmissable. Hard. Completed the Outer Worlds on hard difficulty. That's a silver. Supernova. Completed the Outer Worlds on Supernova difficulty. That's a silver as well. So that's interesting. This is the first Fallout game pretty much to have difficulty trophies, at least since Fallout New Vegas had the hardcore mode trophy. But obviously this is not Fallout, even though everyone's saying that it is very much space Fallout or Fallout meets Mass Effect and stuff like that. Best Friend, we're getting into some bronzes now. Best Friend, recruited a companion, easy enough. The Harder They Fall, killed a mega creature, easy enough. Got Your Back, killed 50 enemies with companion abilities, should be pretty easy. Silver Tongue, used dialogue skills 30 times in conversation, so that's going to be like if you did speech challenges in previous games, presumably. Poor Sportsmanship, hit 30 enemies in the groin during tactical time dilation, aka VATS. AKA VATS 30 people in the nuts, always a good time. Upgrades available. Improved your gear 30 times through tinkering and mods, aka the weapons upgrade trophies from New Vegas or trophy from previous Fallout games. Never Seen. Killed 50 enemies with sneak attacks. Wow, so they're actually really giving you something to do with sneak, although we technically had the reverse pickpocketing one in New Vegas. Short Circuit. Killed 30 automechanicals with shock damage, so that sounds like a Borderlands type trophy. Health Insurance. Use the medical inhaler 300 times, so heal 300 times. Seems easy enough. We All Fall Down. Turned 100 enemies into ash with plasma damage. So that's basically vaporizing people. That's always a fun time. Tossball All-Star. Killed 50 enemies with the Tossball Stick or Tossball Blocker, so specific weapon trophies. Everything Must Go. Sold 10,000 bits worth of items to vendors. Probably easy enough. Now we get a couple of silver trophies. Everybody Likes Me. Had maximum positive reputation with 3 factions, and Destroyer of Worlds had maximum negative reputation with 3 factions. My assumption is that there are going to be a number of missable trophies in this game, although I am really hoping they learn from their previous mistakes and that the game is still open world free roam once you finish the story. Otherwise, that's going to be quite disappointing if it's not. But anyway, doing the maximum and positive and negative reputation with 3 factions, having it all at the same time can probably be just a little bit tricky unless there's a ton of factions in the game, and I assume there's more than 3 by the way the trophies are written, but I don't know how many more than that. So that might be a little bit, you might have to be a little bit careful with that one. So there's going to be a few in this game that you're probably going to want to follow a guide for. Flawed Hero, back to bronzes. Acquired 3 flaws. You get these through, I think, repeatedly dying or repeatedly failing things, and they give you both a positive and a negative. They're sort of like the traits that you can pick at the beginning of New Vegas. Not the best choice. Simultaneously equipped Spacer's Choice brand clothing, headgear, and 4 weapons. So that must be a bad developer or something in the world of the Outer Worlds that takes place in a completely alternate universe. Well-dressed, wore a nice hat and chimera at the same time. So unless those are really hard to find or random drops or something, that should be easy enough. Level 30, reach level 30, simple enough. Anything for a Friend, finished a companion's quest line. That's nice, they're going to bring back companion quest lines, that's always a good thing. Elemental Maelstrom, killed an enemy that was hit with all 5 damage types. Now there was a trophy just like that in the Borderlands, the pre-sequel, that was kind of annoying, but you can probably do it against, I'm sure the game's going to have some kind of tougher boss, so you could just shoot them with the different weapons and then kill them with 4 different weapons and then kill them with the 5th one, so probably not too terribly hard. Patient Inn killed 20 enemies that were infected by spreading Inn rays. It doesn't say it all has to be done in the same ray or anything, so that's probably nothing too bad. Skilled, raise a skill to 100. That's gonna take some time, but shouldn't be too much trouble. Jack of all trades killed an enemy with a science weapon sneak attack during the tactical time dilation with a weak spot critical hit. That is very, like, ridiculously complicated. That sounds like it could be slightly more troublesome. I'm sure it's really not that hard, but it is a little. That is definitely one of the more complicated trophies I've seen in, like, a Fallout type game. Simultaneously had bonuses for meat, carbohydrates, sugar drink, caffeine, and alcohol. Well-balanced breakfast. Why did I not read the trophy description? Why did I read the trophy description first? Anyway, interesting. So you're actually going to get bonuses and likely drawbacks for different types of food items. That's cool. Mad Scientist killed an enemy under the effects of 4 science weapons. It doesn't say if it has to be you under the effects or if it has to be the enemy under the effects. Impossible Mission succeeded at 3 dialogue conversation checks with a single disguise. That I bet once you have like a high, whatever the speech type skill is in the game, that's probably not too hard. And then All for One completed all companion quests, so that's going to be pretty time consuming if there's a lot of companions. That's why that's a silver. And One for All recruited all the companions. That's a bronze. It doesn't say if that has to be done in a single playthrough, but presumably it does given the same trophy in Fallout New Vegas. And finally, we are on to what appears to be the story trophies, or the story and side mission trophies. Welcome to Halcyon, landed in Emerald Vale. Ticket to Anywhere, got your very own ship. Something's Fishy, reached Stellar Bay. Paradise Found, landed in Byzantium. Hard Time, landed on Tartarus. Those are all silver trophies, presumably story-related ones. Lost and Found, skipped the Hope, so skip a story mission somewhere, or a side mission, perhaps? Pirate Radio, stopped the Monarch broadcast. Some of these sound like they could be side mission trophies related to specific factions. The audience gasps, learned the shocking truth about the colony. These are all bronzes, of course. Sublight to the End, completed the Sublight quest line, so that's a series of missions. Peace in Our Time, brokered peace between the Iconoclasts and MSI. Monarch Abides, won the Battle of Stellar Bay. Dentastic, saved the universe's greatest diet toothpaste recipe. Okay, there's some good Fallout humor, I guess. Obsidian humor. Mightier Than the Sword, saved Edgewater permanently. Ludwig was right. Brought robo-destruction to Edgewater. A Star is Born, starred in an Odeon Pictures movie. The Cartographer, dealt with the Cartographer. Sunburn, skipped the Hope into the Sun. So given that there's another trophy for Skip the Hope, that those two might be able to be done together or something. So overall, this looks like Fallout New Vegas' trophy list. That looks strikingly similar to Fallout New Vegas' trophy list. I mean, it's basically a Fallout type trophy list. You know, you complete the game, you're probably going to need multiple playthroughs because that's usually how Fallout games are, so you're probably going to need more than one playthrough to get all the trophies done. But that's perfectly fine by me because it looks like it's going to be an awesome game. There's presumably a good number of missable trophies as there are in other Fallout games because you have to do specific missions that might be locked in certain quest lines, and plus there may not be post-game free roam. I would hope they would learn from their mistakes, but that there might not be. You never really know. And then there's a whole bunch of miscellaneous trophies, companion recruitment, leveling up, skill leveling, all that kind of stuff. So overall, it definitely seems to be like a traditional sort of Fallout type trophy list, naturally. I'd put it, it depends entirely on how hard Supernova difficulty is, most likely. I'm assuming that's going to be the hardest trophy. So depending on how hard that is, then it may be as high as like a 5 out of 10, but I'm going to go ahead and put the game actually at a 4 out of 10, just in case that turns out to be either real easy or real hard. We're just going to go ahead and say 4 out of 10 for now, but probably going to take 100 hours, perhaps more than 100 hours, so could be a pretty time-consuming game. But anyways, The Outer Worlds releases on Friday, October 25th. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and see you for the next one.